Alrighty. I'm a few minutes early, but I've been sitting at my desk for like half an hour, kind of just waiting to get started because I have issues with time. Um, which is, it's not untrue, unfortunately, but that is okay because we are back and we're gonna get ourselves into some more trouble today. Only thing I can't decide is do I want to go through New Londo? Because as you may recall, I had some troubles with that last week. A lot of ghosts, a lot of getting stabbed by things. Not ideal. The other option is going back down and dealing with Gravelord Nito. And I gotta tell you, I'm not loving the idea of fighting Gravelord Nito right now. So I think we'll start the stream by heading back to New Londo because in my main game, which I'm trying to get all of the achievements in, I had to go back through New Londo. And I think I might have figured out how to navigate it. Which will be exciting because I don't know how to navigate anywhere. Boop. So, oh right, audio. One of these days I will get used to that. No, I won't. It's never gonna happen. There we go. That should be about right. Whee! Oh, New Londo. Absolutely terrifying. Also, the frame rates. Slightly terrifying. We're gonna see if we can do this without having to waste any transient curses. Because my attempts to fight these dudes have not ended well historically. So, we're gonna try to be smart. It had to happen eventually. Up we go. And now we try not to get stabbed by all these fellows on the floor. God, my computer is chugging. I probably need to update the poor girl. Ow! Definitely a few years out of date. But things are what they are, you know? Ow! Come on, go, 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 go. Yeah! Yes! Hello, friend. Since there's no one here. Oh, yes, but I do record these, that's true.
I will help you in any way possible.
Let's see what our friend has. Not a tremendous amount.
New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Dark Wraiths. Mark my words, the Dark Wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul.
For the moment,
They
we
were
still
never
have that.
meant to roam again.
They were never meant to roam again.
New Londo would mark it.
Cool, let's just make sure I got my key here. It's entirely possible I got the key last time and just forgot. There's keys. Bottomless box. Rite of Kindling. I really want to know why you get Rite of Kindling from Pinwheel. The secret rite allows bonfires to be bolstered further with kindling, so that even more Estus can be collected. Kindling was a sacred rite passed down among clerics, but all undead can imitate the process. Okay. That would certainly suggest that Pinwheel was a cleric. Which is interesting. I don't entirely know what to make of that fact. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do some digging. Also, I wonder if he knows Patches. Patches is not a fan of clerics. At all, in any way. Just gonna take a little shortcut. And we're just gonna do some zoomies. And we're gonna pretend like we know what we're doing. Oh, right. And now, we can Open the floodgates! I mean, someone already opened the floodgates, but we can open the gates. No, I guess they were the floodgates. I forgot that the water actually goes down. See, in my other game, I can make this fall. Ghost. Don't think I can make that fall with this character. Also, related note, ow! Wait, then how do I get down there? Stop hitting me, that's rude. I tell you, ghosts have no respect. You know what? I've got a lot more health than we did last time. We're just gonna try to heal up, hoping this ghost doesn't keep hitting us. And we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. We're going to get extremely lucky and activate that shortcut. And while we're at it... Hi, Valley of Drakes! Hi, dragons! I know they're not actually dragons. Yay! Ow! Probably shouldn't have stopped for the armor. Really should have focused on the bonfire there. But things are what they are. So we've reset. Yes, I can totally go the smart way now. Which I'm a fan of, I think. I'm definitely a fan of it if I can do it. I guess I'm a fan of it regardless. Anyway. Hey, that message is finally gone. That's exciting. You'll have to see the last episode where I was talking about some high-level trolling and some good game design. And down we go. Frickin' elevators. I swear, of the hundreds of hours I have in the Dark Souls series, I bet at least 50 hours have been spent waiting for elevators. I have to cross and then we go down this way. Also, we get to see the cool sad dragon. And I know some cool details about that dragon from interviews I've seen. Because I have a problem with Dark Souls. So this fella here is the saddest dragon I've ever seen. He's having a rough time, which you can probably tell, given that he's got grass growing all over him. Yes, he's very much alive. He's partially corrupted, you can see here by the purple. Purple's generally a sign of the corruption. Wings are all torn up and broken, and now he's awake, so we're just gonna back up. So, when the artist who was designing that dragon first, that one's actually a dragon. These are not, these are drakes. So when they were first designing that dragon, they went kind of the very traditional gory route. A lot of blood, maggots, yada yada yada. And the director of the game was like, you needn't go for gore to be sad. And just, I love that. Because it's such... I mean, first of all, it's true. There's lots of ways to represent anything. And one of the, one of the things in art is that you should never do, well, I shouldn't say you should never do, because absolutism has its issues too. But very often, you should resist your first impulse. Because the first impulse is often the cliche. And if you're not doing the cliche in a clever way, in a subversive way, if it's not done intentionally, it really hurts your piece. And just by taking the time to re-examine, we got such a more interesting creature. Because he's not... Like, that dragon is not just some dragon that's covered in some gunk. He's someone that stays with you. It's a much sadder story. And it's some of the best uses I've seen of visual storytelling. And I don't know, it's kind of this weird hiccup I guess I have with television in particular, where I don't feel like they use the medium very well. And this is something you'll probably hear me talk about a lot now, because it's something I'm really interested in, especially if it comes to things like adaptations. Because, you know, adapting, I'm going to talk about books because books are the thing that I know. You know, adapting a book to a movie is very difficult for a lot of reasons. And it's very important to know what you can change and what you can't. And that's not, always, an easy thing to know. That dude just beat the ever-living bananas out of me. And generally, if you're making the alterations to make it fit the medium, you'll probably be okay. Like, I don't know. Or maybe I am just completely bullshitting. It's a special interest of mine, but I'm not, like, really trained in it. This is not where I thought I was coming out. That is okay. I mean, it's not okay, because now I'm lost. But you gotta start somewhere. Also, I think it's time to put the weapon back on. Because these dudes, I just love stabbing them in the back. Their backs are so very stabbable. And it's so much damage. We're not going to talk about that thing. We're absolutely going to talk about that thing. Just not right now. I'm trying to deal with people who are trying to... Wow, you don't care about that attack at all. Let's see how you like fire. Okay. You're slow moving, so I get a lot out of that. That's nice. If memory serves, and I could be mistaken, this is what's left of the population of New Londo that aren't ghosts or dark wraiths. So that was an event caused by all the flooding that, you know, Gwyn did to kill everyone. Leave me alone! Goodbye. Don't mind me. I got issues. I got a lot of issues. Oh, hello, Ghost. Back down, please. No, thank you. I'd like to leave now. Pretty sure ghosts are backwards. So... No, wait, that doesn't make sense. This is a new area. Ah! Dark Wraith! Go away, Dark Wraith. Which is interesting, because now I have to go up there, and I guess I do have to burn a transient curse. And no, please target the scary dude. Ow. That scary dude just put me full of holes. Frick you and your shields. Okay, now, ooh. Their drops are upgrade material or better, so not something I like to just casually pass up on. Now that we're a little bit better equipped to deal with ghosts, let's head back up here and see what we can see. Might just be another way down here, could be a shortcut, could be progress. We'll find out together. Where am I and what am I doing? Okay, got it. This is the other shortcut. This is the shortcut I think I was supposed to find. This might actually be closer. I'm not sure. Huh. Well, that's a thing we can play around with later. Right now, let's go see if we can't find some kings. Specifically 4 of them. What's this? Soul of a Brave Warrior. Lovely. Souls are nice. Hard to argue with souls. Boop. Let's not run off that cliff like I almost just did. Someone in a rush never sees the end of the cliff the edge of the cliff until it's too late. yes, I know the quote is a man, but I'm not saying that, so... That's safe. Ah, this is where you are. Okay. Oh boy, you're in like the second part of Nulon now. Can't tell you how much time I spent looking for that in my other game just because I wanted to find it again. But we're here. That's not a ghost, it's a phantom. Again, important distinction. I got no idea where. Right, that's water. I seem to remember this being a thing. We're looking for the Four Kings, so down is probably our friend. There's going to be a wraith up here. No great combustion, no great case. Alright, we're just going straight combustion for the time. Ow! Double ow! I have got, ow, to up my endurance a bit. No, 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 that's my soul. You can't have it. I'm using that. Ow! I think he's the only one down here. Gotta tell you, I'm half tempted to throw the lantern on. Just so I can see. This is too obvious. Does someone come for my spine? No. Really? There's no spine stabbing here. It doesn't look like a path. You always have to check wells in Dark Souls. You never know. Let's see. Chug. Oh, hello, gooey friend. Hello, Dark Knight trying to sneak around me. Hello, other Dark Knight. We're just... I don't know why I'm calling them Dark Knights. They're Dark Wraiths. I may have inadvertently found my way to the boss. However, that's a real problem. Because I got no spells left. I got, like, Combustion and Fire Whip. So this is going to be interesting. But we're here. So I'm definitely going to take the shot. Doopy-doopy-doo. Alright. And now we're just going to take a second here to think. Think carefully. I've only done this boss fight once. And unfortunately, I glitched it out at the very end of the fight. And I have nothing I can use. Alright, there is no way to return my spells. We're just going to have to do it with 30 combustions. And like 4 fire whips. Actually, maybe I start with fire whip. Alright, I think that's what I do. So the way this boss works, unsurprisingly for a boss called the Four Kings, there's 4 of them. So I need to burst down enemies as quickly as I can. So we're going to go with the slightly slower spell when there's fewer of them, switch to the faster spell when there's more of them. Also, welcome to the Abyss! It's aptly named. There you are. Nope, that's not you. Shit! Oh, there you are. Also, distance here is hard to judge. Like, really hard to judge. I was really hoping I'd be able to get him twice with that. Oh, that's what we need, that's what we need. Let's heal up. I said let's heal up. No, stop, ow! I should have rolled. I got greedy, friends. So as you can see, don't get any more greedy. That was already pretty greedy, girl. Damn it! Drink. Oh wow, we're almost out of Estus. Well, friends, this fight was just not. It was not fated. It was not fated at all. Alright. So what do we do? Well, let's run from here. Oops, this is not where I wanted to be. I went the wrong way. Which is, like, not a big issue. Ugh, that roll is killing me. That's alright, that's alright. Let's go this way. So... pull the lever, Gronk! I saw that movie for the first time. I really enjoy that movie. The Emperor's New Groove is wildly underrated as a Disney movie. I need a nap, friends. Alright. I did do a little bit of leveling, as you might be able to tell from the vastly improved health bar. Not a lot in the way of damage. That tends to be the issue with pyromancy. It's not really one for damage boosts after a certain point. I don't know what just happened with those hitboxes, but we're just gonna work with it. Alright, so look at the bones. Yep, you. Thankfully they're slow, so I can probably get by with just a lot of backstabbing until I learn the path. It's a lot less damage than taking the hits, I gotta tell you. Although maybe I should up. Oh, hello, Dragon! Drake. Wyvern, whatever you are. Mission quest thing. Really gotta get that audio. I do that thing so often. Also, the slowness. I move so slow. It's like after 2 hours of shoveling, the limbs are just... Also, one day I'll stop running into that corner. I don't know if that's true, but it sure sounds good, doesn't it? Alright, now we're here. This is relatively easy to find. Hello, Dark Wraith. Oh, that roll. It's killing me, friends. It's killing me. I'm just gonna try to run for it. Which is a real problem when you have no stamina. But, alright, we go up. Do we go up? Is up correct? You're here. You're here. Hello. Does this help me? No. Maybe? God, there's Dark Wraiths everywhere! Yeah, let's see you jump. I don't know if they can do that, so we'll find out together. I need to figure out where... Of course, now I'm completely lost. So here's that well. That could be useful. I know I need to be over, like, a bridge or something. Oops! Well, due to the, no viewers currently, I'm gonna just see if I can't drum some folks up by hopping on Facebook. Don't judge me. I'm old. This is what I know how to use. I'm not great with tech. Twitch.tv/ Reflections Bonfire. See if we can't drum up some folks. Alright. You know what? I think let's drop a bit of armor here. Because I'd rather have the mobility. I once again ran... Alright, I'm just going to kill this dude because he does not respawn. And I'm sick of looking at him. Now this may be a mistake because I decided to try to kill him. Ooh, Titanite chunk. That could come in handy. You know what else I should do? Should upgrade this weapon. I need to go... Let's go to Honor 1 though, just because I can hang out with the smith there. And I can collect the soul, any souls I'll need to upgrade the weapon. Though I think it's only like... Oh, bugger, I did it again. Well, at least it's not dark yet. I need a nap, friends. Which is weird, because I slept pretty well. No, 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 come back, come back! Oh well, that's alright, that's alright. Should have gone the other way. I learned it's a little bit more consistent. Boop. Oops. Forgot I switched. Left casts, left casts. I love stabbing spines. I found out recently that weird thing I do is like, or I shouldn't say this definitively, but so I mentioned before that I do that thing where like, I'll very often it's this is Halloween. I'll just kind of sing what I'm doing. Stabbing spines, stabbing spines, stuff like that. Apparently, it's really common amongst autistic folk. So, if that annoys you, I apologize, but it's my channel, and I'm not going to suppress my natural impulses on my own channel. I have to do enough of that in real life. Why can I not upgrade you? Because that's modify. I have no Demon Titanite? Oh, bother. I must have picked it up in the other game. Alright. That's unfortunate. I'll just do a quick homeward bone because it saves a ton of time. Probably my favorite thing to just drop extra souls on. Where do I get Demon Titanite? I get Demon Titanite from killing demons. Obviously. I think I got that key. You know what? I'm gonna go pick up an item. And maybe that'll stall long enough for some people to come and join. That way I don't waste, if I'm going to be professional, hashtag content on nothing. Because the last couple of these... Where am I going? I'm going to go look for Havel's Ring. That's right. Which means I actually want to go this way. Because if I can get Havel's Ring, I can probably... Hello, friends! They're not my friends. They're mad at me. But I won't kill them. I'm going to try to be nice. Because apparently that's a thing you're allowed to do. Bye! I'm not 100% sure I'm doing this properly. I only kind of know where his tower is. And like, if I don't have the key... Okay, if I'm here... Okay, I definitely went the wrong way. So we're gonna just try to fix that. It's a stalling tactic. Yeah. It's totally part of the plan. This is closer to where I want to be. It's not exactly where I want to be, but it's definitely closer. Alright, fine, be that way. I'll just set you all on fire. I have to remember that a combustion has just a touch more range than it looks like. Don't mind me, I'm just passing through. I'm behind your gates, clearly I'm supposed to be here. That's how that works, right? Please agree with me, because they're shooting at me. This, I think, is where I want to be. I could be very wrong about that, but we're gonna find out together. So we're just gonna do a quick run through this area, see if I can't figure out how to... excuse me, find good old Havel. Because that'll fix that rolling problem. Right. I think it's this way. That is insanely fun. This less so. I do love getting to hit multiple enemies at once. That's it's satisfying in a way that's hard to put into words. I think this just brings me up to that night, but I'm gonna run up here anyway. If for no other reason than just try to get my bearings. Ow. We have mentioned this before. I am directionally challenged. That's what I think of you. Which means if I go that way, I'm going back the way I came. If I go back, I'm just back here. Seriously. Absolutely no sense of direction. Never have. Eventually will. If I've played a game enough times, I eventually learn my way around. What's this? 3, I think, technically? For Dark Souls 1? 3 was not enough. 3 was not enough. And that is the, partially related to the bonfire issue I mentioned in a previous stream. It's just... Alright. Alright. We're just gonna... We're gonna equivocate for a moment. Stall. Pretend like we're using this fight time to figure out what we're gonna do. Which is, I think we're just gonna take a quick run through this area, because I'm pretty sure you just get dumped in front of the door you have to open if you have a key. And since I'm not very far from anywhere, because that's just how Dark Souls 1 works. Alright, cutting him down in one hit made me feel better. This is the door. I don't have the key. Okay, so I found what I needed. I can't access him yet, which means I guess back to New Londo, because we've got a viewer. So, welcome, viewer. Which means it's actually worth fighting one of the bosses. And this is where we fight our first boss, kind of. Let's avoid those arrows that are coming for our spines right now. I suppose I could. Homeward Bone being the thought. Because I realize you all can't hear my thinking. You may wish to be involved. Yeah. You know what? Let's run back this way, because I've almost got enough to buy the Crest of Artorias, which opens up another area in the woods, and I think I'd like to have a quick peek in there. Nothing else? I suppose I could buy a level 2. XP is nice. But that might be how I'm going to get to Havel. And I really want Havel's ring. I mean, really... Oh, I should go check on Patches, actually. Patches might be selling... what is it? Mask of the Father? I think raises equipment burden. You can get 3 different pieces of equipment from killing Pinwheel, who we dealt with in the last stream. You get Mask of the Father, Mask of the Mother, Mask of the Child. Mask of the Child increases stamina regeneration, and to those of you who have... I can't believe I just did that. So, for those of you who have children, you know that children have infinite stamina. Alright, we're just gonna go this way. We'll just pop back to Firelink Shrine, take the shortcut up. It'll be great. Collect the souls on the way. But, yeah, so we have the Mask of the Child, Mask of the Mother, which is the one I have. Increases hit points, and Mask of the Father increases equipment burden, and that's what determines the rolling. And I haven't done enough to get patches here yet. Okie dokie. He probably needs to kick me off another cliff somewhere. Or I might need to finish Nito. Or I may need to finish talking to him. It's possible I didn't go through all his dialogue. Alright, so that didn't pan out the way I'd hoped. Yeah, so just looking to get a little bit of a speed edge before I have to go fight 4 enemies at once. And run through all the Dark Wraiths. Because you gotta love Dark Wraiths. I actually do. I think they're really cool. I need to brush up on the lore of them a little bit. It's been a while. I know they have the ability to steal humanity, which is fascinating. It kind of speaks to the arts that would exist after Gwyn's Age of Fire dies. And I always advocate for ending Gwyn's Reign of Fire, or Age of Fire, excuse me. Ow, he was a little too quick. That is okay. We'll blow them up from here. And then your shields won't matter. There you go. Don't have to worry about them sneaking up. We're just going to play this real simple. Because the amount of health that takes is quite minimal. Uh-oh. Alright, fine, be that way. Be very quiet. I'm on night. God, that's dark. Sorry. Yoink. And now we leave. Because those guys are just not worth very many souls at this point. So we're going to go pick up the Crest of Artorias and see if that can't lead us to our good friend. If not, it'll connect to some of the other areas. And who knows, maybe we'll find some cool loot. I don't play casters. I don't know where stuff is. I don't know that most people do, to be honest. That's not true. Like, I know where almost all the stuff in Dark Souls 2 is. I know where a lot of the stuff in Dark Souls 3 is. Let's just start at the top. That should do it. Oh, yes, give him the very large armor. Yep, I got you, buddy. I got you. Crest of Artorias. I don't need any of this stuff because we've got a cool weapon. Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow. This is what passes for kindness in the Dark Souls world. It's a rough place to live. Not terribly dissimilar from real life, but that's a topic I talk on quite often. I love Dark Souls as an allegory for mental illness. Generally, if you search like Dark Souls depression, you'll find a ton of videos talking about how Dark Souls is analogous for depression. But as someone with a lot more than just depression going on, I gotta tell you, it works for a lot of other things too. So, I don't think I went the right way, but that's okay. I want to know where that glowy thing was. Got it. It must not have loaded the rock asset yet. Cool. This is where we go to open the Crest of or open it with the Crest of Artorias. Also, hidden bonfires. Admittedly, not one of my favorite things in Dark Souls. Ouch. Doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, or 3. I am not a fan of hiding bonfires. But was a decision, and it is really cool when you find one. Excuse me, who's... Really? That guy? That guy's aggroed on me so bad I can't access the bonfire? Fine. Are we good now? Thank you. And I do think we'll rest here just because it's probably going to take me a few runs to get through the forest here. Because that Dark Souls. This is an excellent area to farm because you can just kind of drop all these dudes off the cliff relatively easily. I'm always fond of dropping enemies off cliffs. It's funny, it's efficient, it's just a good time all around. Hey dude, don't mind me just passing through. Let's go visit the talking cat. Hello, talking cat. No, leave me alone. I want to talk to your talking cat. The worst part is the talking cat's their boss. And all of their little gremlins are most insistent on stabbing me at the moment, and it makes it very hard to be social. Not that I've ever found that particularly easy to start with. But that's a different conversation. This is a bridge, which means that's probably a rather steep drop-off, because that's what this area does. Alright, where's the tower? Come on, show me a tower. Show me a tower. We're looking for bricks, folks. Oh. Where am I and what am I doing? I mean, I know what I'm doing. I'm looking for the entrance to Havel's place. Which really could be anywhere. But let's take a look at that guiding post, see if that gets us anywhere. No, this brings us back towards Sif. Or the Moonlit Butterfly? I'm not 100% sure who this is from here. If it's the Moonlight Butterfly, I might take the time. No, this is Sif, because the gates are open. That's disappointing. I was hoping it'd be Moonlit Butterfly. I don't have their soul yet. And I like collecting souls. No, we'll run around for a little bit longer. If we don't find anything cool, we'll head back to the main story. If I got really desperate, I could try my hand at Lord Nito again, too. Because the baby skeletons right before his battle arena drop the mask I want. I need to sneeze. That's going to be unfortunate. Oh. Well, I'm not seeing anything overly great, so let's get on with it, shall we? Oh. So, we're gonna head back to Firelink. We're gonna see if that shortcut we opened earlier in the stream is in fact the fastest way to the boss. Yeah, we'll keep it like this for now. That's probably fine. Transient curse. Oh, I actually want to rest here because this game is a little awkward like that. Whee! I wish it defaulted you to the last one you transported to. I know the ability to like light a bonfire and then teleport back can be wonderfully cheesy sometimes. And I've definitely done that. But I don't know. It's my whole issue with the warp thing. I've gone into it before. It's hardly worth going into it again. Because I'm sure I will go into it again and again. And down we go. Let's send this back up in case we need it. Because odds are pretty good we're good. Let's run by all our hollow friends here. Boop. looking to add another day of streaming. I'm trying to figure out what day would be best for that. Because I enjoy streaming, and twice a week is just, it's not quite enough. I want to do it, I want to do it more than that. Because as much as I love doing, like, my Dark Souls runs, I'd like a day for something else, too. Like, challenge runs, randomizers, that's... I feel like that's where this channel's going to end up going. Ow! I forgot. Alright, we're just going to have to make do for a moment. Let's see if we can't not die. It's very, very, very important we send that one back up when we're done with it, or we're going to have to burn the transient curses. Also, I'd really like to know how I can't roll through ghosts. I want that explained to me. They're like a non-Newtonian ectoplasm. There we go. They're solid, or they're liquid until you bump into them at any kind of speed, and then they're solid somehow. They've got weird... They compress weird. Yes, this is totally what people turn into Dark Souls Twitch streams for, physics lessons. You never know what kind of weird shit's gonna come out of my mouth. I know so much random stuff. Alright. This is a... my guess is there's multiple paths here, so I bet if I can, like, lock these down... Ouch. That's not what I meant by lock... Oh, hello, you have a friend. Alright. Well, we're just gonna continue looking for what we're looking for. Because... it's not... One of the greatest things they do to you in this game is make you think souls are worthwhile. They're really not. Like, I know they're how you level and shit, but they're so easy to get. Like, if you end up not making it back to an old point, you really lost very little. It's a really interesting... I'm gonna die horribly. I just want to say, as promised on the tin. Alright, so maybe, just maybe, we deal with the Dark Wraiths so we can explore just a bit more freely. I think that's going to be our play moving forward. Once we know where we're going, we can just ignore them and beeline past, but they're just a little too relentless when we're trying to figure out the quick path to the boss. Oh, excuse me. Again. And now, we shouldn't have to wait for that elevator. So hopefully, this will go just a little bit smoother. Low stamina. Endless runs back. You know what? Oh, no, I can't. I can't. Well, maybe I can a little bit. The Grass Crest Shield increases your stamina regeneration, making it a wonderful item when you have these long runs. Unfortunately, it's gonna make me so heavy that I think I'm better off going lighter and just having to manage my stamina properly. Which I gotta tell you, it can be kind of rough on the hand. Oh, alright. So if we're gonna go this way, we're going to have to burn the transient curses. And I don't know if this is actually worth the time. It may or may not save. I do love their design, though. Though I kind of want to know why they're cut in. I don't feel like you should be able to see that low on the spine. But that is neither here nor there. Alright, because of where that ghost is placed, and because I don't want to constantly have to keep stopping and dealing with the transient curses and risk running out and all that garbage, we're going back to the other bonfire. And we'll pick up from there. Again, this game has mediocre warping. Those of us who are directionally challenged. I don't know why backstabbing onto an unlevel platform is as much fun as it is, but it really is that much fun. I gotta figure out something fun to do on those elevators. Now, once I get like 25 more subscribers, hopefully we can, it'll be a good time to answer questions or, you know, deal with channel point incentives. Because I'm really looking forward to getting those. I've had some, I think, fun ideas on how to use them. We'll find out in like 25 more subs and like 7 more days of streaming or something like that. But we're getting there. We got the hours in. Definitely had enough people watching at once. Hello, Dragon. Your life is sad. Please don't hurt me. I have no qualms with you. I will take your shinies, though. Including your Astora set. He's so cool looking. I love him. He's also such a sad, angry boy. Or girl. I mean, look, the dude's got no legs. He's just kind of clinging on there. He can't get himself up. Not quite willing to let himself drop. Again, great analogy for depression. He's just hanging on. Best he can. I will not kill him for that if I can avoid it. That only took half your health, and that's the best spell I've got so far. That worries me. Excuse me. Hitboxes. I know you're a touch strange and all, but... we're gonna dodge that lightning. That's what we're gonna do. Because only in video games can you dodge lightning. I gotta tell you, I'm getting old. I took a nap like 3 days ago, and I slept wrong, and I'm still stiff from it. Strange times, strange times. Right. We're getting the save point. That's the goal here. There we go. So we'll respawn here, and now we can get down to the business of defeating the Huns. I don't learn from my mistakes. That is some poor focus right there. So yeah, I was talking about doing some challenge runs, and I've been seeing a lot of cool stuff that I want to try. There's a really great streamer called I Ate Your Pie. He seems to be one of the bigger names in streaming, from what I can tell. He's really involved with GDQ, like good friends with Spike Vegeta, if that's a name you recognize. And if you don't recognize these names, check them out. They're cool streamers. I Eat Your Goat. I'm sorry, not I Eat Your Goat. That's someone else. I Ate Your Pie. I combined two different streamers that I like. Yeah, I Ate Your Pie is currently doing a whole bunch of like Pokemon challenge runs, and it's just, it's got the itch to do something weird with Pokemon again. Because I was talking to my brother about it, and my younger brother and I are both huge Pokemon fans. Always have been. So the challenge run that I kind of decided I wanted to do once is I wanted to play like one of the trainers in the game. So I just picked a type. I completed the game using ground. I'm currently doing poison. I'm currently doing bug. And everyone on my team has to be, for the ground team it was ground, for the bug team they have to be bug. Wow, you really don't care about that attack front on. I mean, I guess it makes sense, it's only +2 out of +5. And you're not one of the more gentle enemies. Okay. Yeah, this, I don't think it's worth the effort unless I have to be up there to get where I'm going. we're gonna go the water route. It's very consistent. And I should be able to find it a few times in a row. Alright, I've got some friends, I've got some trouble, I didn't do what I said I was gonna do, and now I've suffered for it. Yeah, so one of the things he's doing is called the Ultimate Ironmon, and it's the most insane set of rules I've ever seen. It makes a Nuzlocke run look like baby steps. If you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, it's a specific type of challenge Pokemon, challenge Pokemon run, where you can. There's very strict sets of rules. There's a couple variants, so if you're familiar with it, and then my rules are slightly off, give a girl a break. Yeah, so you can generally only catch the first Pokemon that comes up in any area. If you already have caught that Pokemon, you can't re-catch them. If a Pokemon faints, you have to permanently release them. It's essentially permadeath. You're supposed to nickname them so you get attached to them. I don't like that rule because having to name things really stresses me out. I don't like names. I'm not good at names. Like, I am more attached to the Pokemon than the name that I had to come up with. So I don't know if that's a rule in the Ultimate Ironmon. I should actually look that up. But anyway, like, the Pokemon are all randomized. So like every time you start, you get 3 different starting Pokemon. The moves are randomized, so you might not get any stab moves. You may start with an already evolved Pokemon. There seem to be some other rules, like I haven't officially looked up all the rulings yet, but it sounds like absolute misery, and I'm so excited. I don't know, it may have to be one of those days where, like, I have something else I really want to talk about, because I'm not sure how entertaining I could make that. Yeah, DS1 is, it's a time, isn't it? It's a good time. Also, thank you for commenting, because now I know who's in the chat. I had no idea who I was talking to, because I do have a few people who follow me who aren't friends. And it's really weird. So yeah. Like, I don't want to use your real name, because, like, I may post this on YouTube and stuff. But, I now have to remember your name. Yeah, Pennygoat Gruff on this. Okay, it is what I thought it was. Darkwraith ahead. Really? In this place? Darkwraith, you don't say. Ah! Almost just did that. Yeah, I don't know. So it's like, if that's a thing you're interested in, like, if you think that would be cool to watch, let me know. Because I definitely want to do, like, a Nuzlocke run. I definitely want to try this Ultimate Ironmon on stream. There's a really cool Metroid Link to the Past randomizer that just, I've seen it at GDQ, one of my favorite. Oh, excuse me. Wow, I am burning through Estus like it's no one's business. Right, the goal is, that doesn't matter. The goal is just figure out where we're going. Our dog is named Penny, and she is more goat than anything, hence the game name. Don't feel the need to reply to this, just wanted to give info. Yeah, you'd mentioned that the other day when you'd first signed in, and I kind of love it. Oh, right, I don't know where you are. You may have just watched me run off the cliff. Oh my god, so much stuff. Hell yeah. Where am I? I'm not learning from my mistakes. I'm not learning from my mistakes. I'm stabbing spines, I'm stabbing spines. Oh, ghosts, hello, I did not want to deal with you all. So, let's get some great chaos fireballs going on out here. Welcome to the people who've joined us recently. Ow. We are in New Londo, getting our shit absolutely wrecked by the Darkwraiths, and the ghosts, and pretty much all the other horrible things that are out here. In an attempt to find the correct path, to the Four Kings. I stumbled across them once by accident. I had exactly 0 spells left at that point. At which point we got owned. No mistakes, just happy bar. Yes, exactly. I can assure you, anyone who's tried to play with an audience... Ow, ghost! Ow, ghost! I don't know if that one was actually a ghost. You know that when you're trying to play with an audience and be entertaining, it is not a genuine reflection of your skills. And if you don't know that, you do now. And I swear it's not just an excuse for me being bad. It's actually true. That ghost is gonna absolutely crush my little skull if I stand there. Alright, I know I'm not learning from my mistakes, but sometimes you just gotta go. A lava wall monster. No, not lava. Very much desecrated human corpses. Very much desecrated human corpses. Alright. Yes, this whole area is ew. Even better. Don't know if you were here for the lore bit, but a little bit of the abyss was seen here. In New Londo. And Gwyn just decided to kill everyone to try to keep it under control. So he just kind of broke the dams and flooded it. And just said, yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with this. I love lore. Boy, are you on the right stream. Because lore's really what I want to do with this. Also, I have 1 Estus Flask. There is no way in hell I'm winning this fight. Oh, come on, where are you? There you are. So yeah, the Four Kings here were originally... So the Four Kings were originally appointed by Lord Gwyn. Essentially, I forgot you had a grab attack. That's gonna ruin my life. Let's see what it does. That is not as bad as I was afraid it was gonna be. So, you have to dodge. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. This is Dark Souls. I know we're in a rush. I know we're afraid the next one's gonna spawn. But if you focus on what you're doing, you'll work out better. Yeah, so the Four Kings were appointed by Gwyn to provide... Alright, this spell is just too slow for this fight. I'm gonna have to rework my spells today. I'm gonna have to come up with something else. Combust is working well, maybe Fireball. Definitely might be worth kindling that bonfire. So yeah, as I was saying. Yeah, they were originally designed to kind of harvest humanity in order to feed the demons. And that's kind of awesome. Right up until they've decided they're not doing that anymore. Because the primordial serpent, words are hard, on the other side, who we've yet to meet. But we have one who's advocating for the light, one who's advocating for the dark. We know from later games that the light and the dark are both parts of the natural cycle of things, so it's pretty reasonable to assume that both of the serpents are natural in their way, and there's supposed to be kind of an ebb and flow to these things. That's why in Dark Souls 2, there's so much talk about the first sin. Gwyn preventing the Age of Fire from ending is the first sin. Because we are supposed to go through this natural cycle of light and dark. And he prevents that. And that's what screws up the entire world. And we will get into a lot more of that when we go into Dark Souls 2, which is my favorite Dark Souls. And if you don't like it, that's fine, but no one gets to shit on my favorite Dark Souls in my stream. It's got its issues. Absolutely. It's still my favorite Dark Souls. So, we will get to talk a lot more about the cycles then. And that will be exciting, because it's my favorite one, so it's the one I know the most about. Man, your iframes are just endless, buddy. I wish my iframes lasted that long. The goal is just to get there consistently. The goal is just to get there consistently. I did not fix my spells. Oh well. We're just gonna run. Yeah, so the Four Kings decided, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. And that's when the dark started creeping in, and that's when Gwyn kind of just decided, you know what? You're all dead. You're not doing what I want you to do. Like, I'm certainly not going to do it. that would require work. And yeah, so this is what happened, just because Gwyn didn't feel like harvesting the souls himself, getting someone else to do it. Which is probably what led to the demon army, or the demon invasion, rather. So once again, the overwhelming majority of shit that is caused in this world is the result of Gwyn. All the suffering, all the pain, all the misery, it's all on Gwyn's shoulders. Because he is selfish and afraid. And those are my thoughts on that. But no, I love New Londo. It's such a cool place. I love what they did with the ghosts. I mean, I love the Dark Wraiths. I think they're cool as shit. Like, their design, I love their armor. I love their mask. I love their attacks, the life-draining ability that they have. Also kind of a little reminiscent of something from Demon Souls. Because officially, and we're just going to stick with that, officially. Wait, what? Yeah, paying attention. Oh boy. Not paying attention. Hopefully the lava will get him. No lava for me. Please catch on fire. Thank you. Well, I hope this is cool. Nothing else, I found it, which is nice. Titanite chunk, I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's see if there's any more. These guys are not above putting invisible walls inside their invisible walls. That was a happy find. Now where am I going? Alright, so let's take stock here. I came up from the water, right? Yeah. This is the water area. I come up. I go left. I go up the stairs. I go up the stairs some more. That brings me to this flat area. With more enemies, whom I should deal with rather immediately if I have any hope of surviving. I need to stop missing. I died. Let's reset that. Spells. Spells are here. No, spells are here. Attune magic. This is too slow. I don't know about this one. We're gonna hang on to that. I like this spell. It's quite good. Those spells are real slow, but the damage is good. I feel like they're going to ignore me if I try to, let's go Great Fireball. It only gives me 4, but that might be enough to burst down one of the kings. Which is always the goal. We're always looking to burst down the kings. And we run. Let's see if we get caught on their weird-ass tail hitboxes. really got to get some more tightening for this weapon. Especially given that it costs health to use. I mean, for only being level 2, it's really quite spectacular. I'm spoiled by Dark Souls 3. The Dark Souls 1 hitboxes are so they are! They're janky, movement is weird, like, rolling is especially weird. I constantly get stuck on enemies that I just did not think I was gonna get stuck on. It's a time and a half, I gotta tell you. It's actually one of the reasons why, like, I think Dark Souls 1 is probably it is one of the best designed. There are certainly elements in it which are the best in the series. Like, level design, layout, it's unparalleled. We're gonna just run, because I want to see if that's the right path. But, yeah, I mean, some of the frame rate issues, especially in, Blighttown, in New Londo, they're pretty rough, I gotta tell you. Alright, that's not too bad. But just the combat is okay. I like what they did with it in 2 and 3 a little bit better. And just look, feel, navigation, quality of life improvements, just, you know, I'm gonna call it the second game in the series. Because Demon's Souls is very, very much... Wait, what? No. You're lying to me. Yes, okay. You speak falsehoods. Need ring. That one's true. So let's heal up. You can see where they allocated their funds in that they spent the time, money on level design and story and lore and boss design and trying something totally new besides Demon's Souls. Exactly. It spawned a genre of games, and it's rightfully earned. Because it's not like a lot of other things that we've seen before. Where are you? Okay, got it. I can't find him until the health bar pops up. That's when he spawns. I don't like that. That looks like it's gonna hurt me. I also can't tell where that is, because distance is not a thing in the Abyss. This is not going well, friends. Correction, that did not go well, friends. Dude, I'm already... Talk about beating an undead horse. I've been dead for several swings. Okay, so what we learned from that is ranged spells, probably not our friend. I sure did. That's not... Come on, fingers, we're smarter than that. Let's go. There we go. 2 combustions. A great combustion. Fire whip's too slow. Probably can't steal any of them. That would be helpful. Let's go power... No. Right, I forgot I can't do that unless when I have to... Alright, I don't have a lot of great spells that I can work with here, I'm going to be honest. So we're going to go just up close and personal with Fireball. Bold move going Pyro. Yeah, it's... I wanted to do some role-playing. Like, I don't particularly like casting in any game. I'm a melee girl first, last, and always. Pretty much always have been. But I wanted to do something different. Like, I don't know. I didn't think that just going through the game and talking about the lore was going to be quite enough. I wanted to show a little bit more of the genuine Dark Souls experience. I wanted to show the struggles. I wanted to show the, 10, 12 attempts to beat Ornstein and Smo. Like, because I know this game has a reputation, and it's not unearned, for just being massively difficult. And it's true, this game is not easy, but it's manageable. So that's kind of why I picked one of the worst builds. Like, Pyromancy can be great and all. I don't excel at casting. The variable casting times always mess me up. It takes me so long to learn the precise timing and all that other crap that just comes with it. And I wanted to struggle, and I wanted to fail, and I wanted to have situations that's like, what do I do now? Because then you get to see the real Dark Souls. You get to see, you know what, I'll call some friends in to help. Like, I'll burn some humanity. Or, you know, what I did at the end of last session, it's like, okay, I've gotten pretty far off my skills and stuff, but I need some levels. Like, you know, I need a little bit of health. I need a little bit more dex for the casting speed. It's, you know, it's part of what makes the game fun. It's, honestly, it's the best puzzle horror game I've ever seen, and I really do think both of those categories apply. Alright, so let's go great That's why in my recent playthrough of Bloodborne, I picked the harder starting weapon. You gotta switch it up and make it new and hard. Exactly! That's what she said. Exactly. Like, it's what makes it fun. I've actually started my first ever level 1 run of Dark Souls 2. Because I've beaten the game so many times, like, in order to platinum the game, I had to get to, like, New Game plus 4 or 5. So just on my main game, like, I did this I did it 4 or 5 times. I partially played through it a bunch of other times with other builds. Ouch. So just, it's like, what do I do now? Like, how do I make this game fun again? And the answer for me is the most insane thing I can think of. Let's go level 1 run. I was too far away, and friend King here, who's most insistent that I get stabbed a lot. You're gonna blow up. I was right. I'm almost wondering if it is just better to tank the hits. Not that hit. This hit takes too long. I've got to get better at dodging this. Let's just spam the shit out of this. Gotta make it masochistic. Exactly! It's also, you know, why I want to see if I can do a Pokemon run where I don't... It's going to require a little bit of setup, and I have to decide, like, the particular rules I want to work with. But, oh, no, his friend's coming in, I gotta take him out. Shoot. No. Where are you? You're there. So I've got 3 of the 4 kings down. So if I can burst this one down. That's not what I meant by burst this one down. I hate distance. I watched Prod do something that is shit. I don't know who that is, and I don't know which mod you're referring to. But that is awesome, and I hope it was fun. I hate not knowing where the distance is. Yes, we did well, folks, but we're doomed. We did okay. We're getting there. We gotta dial in the spells a little bit better. Pokemon style run. Ah, yes. Stupid delay. Yeah, the delay kills me. Because, you know, I'm talking about the lore, I'm talking about design, I'm talking about bosses, so it often takes me a while to figure out what people's comments were related to. Alright, so this time we start with great... No, I think this time we're going to go regular combust. You're great. That is debatable, my friend, but thank you. We will, see how it goes going forward. But yeah, I got the idea it would be really fun to try to do a Pokemon run where, you know, you have to rely on things like poison, burn, rough skin, confusion, all those kinds of things to do damage to your opponents. I'm not sure if I want to allow things like Sandstorm, because they're technically attacks, but, like, they're not direct attacks, so I think it might technically work. Because, like, if you're using Sacred Flame, it's an attack, I think it's from Gen 3, that just burns an enemy, right? It's not an attack that deals damage inherently, but it implies... It creates an effect that itself does damage. which I think is kind of in line with things like Firespin and Whirlpool. But maybe not. Like, I can see an argument on both sides of this. And I'm not sure where I want to land on it. And maybe the answer is do it for the first run, because the first run will be harder. So make it a little easier, and if it's too easy, then you go in and revise the rules. Also, we're getting better. We got all the way here without getting hit. So that's a big old plus right there. I'm really glad you decided to pop in, because I had 0 people for like the first, I don't know, half an hour of stream, and it is bad for morale, I gotta tell you. Alright. We go combustion and do it real quick, or do we go greater combustion for the damage? And that's kind of the question. I don't know how that's possible. How do I have a message on my desktop that I don't have on my phone? No, promote good streamers. I'm all about promoting good streamers. Hell, I do it all the time. Hell yeah. Well, when you do, you let me know. I don't have much, but I'll be happy to raid you at some point. That'd be fun. Didn't want to be rude. No, like I can see how some people would think that's rude. I like speedrunning. I like this community. I'm probably never going to do it professionally. Maybe. You never know. But it's a good time, and I spend a lot of my time on Twitch. Because I love the entertainment. I like the community. It lets me be social in a way that I'm really comfortable with. Because there are a couple of streamers that I watch just because I feel safe there, like Carrarium or JCVIM. Gonna do Bloodborne. Yo, hell yeah, good for you. And that'll be great. I can't wait to watch you play Bloodborne. And yes, I can talk about the lore of Bloodborne, too. So, no, if you got streamers you love, shout them out. Hell yeah. I mean, you're not shouting them out to anyone but me, but it's technically going up on YouTube, and maybe someday, you know, down the road, someone will watch this video and be like, oh, who's that cool streamer that... I just want to call you Gigi for Goat Gruff. Also, I want to chop off their tails, but I kind of can't. Keep having troubles here, we can go get even a newer route. So many paths we can take. Love it, GG. It's actually not a bad, like... It's actually really not a bad, like, gamer tag. Like, one of the issues I have with Reflections Bonfires, what do people call me? Like, for obvious reasons, I'm sure you remember what my old, like, Twitch account was, because it was just for me watching. And, you know, I love my name. Don't give me ideas. Why not? I thought the goal was to assist you. And I don't think you get the vibe I'm going for here, Gigi. Gamer Goat Gruff. Hell yeah! G-Cubed. I'm the only one who would call you G-Cubed, because no one else is that nerdy. Well, your brother, Rich. There's a few. But that is kind of a great, like, that's a good tag. That's a good tag. I don't know if tag is the right word, but it's the word I've got. I got chills. Yes! Then I've done it right. We're not going to worry about the souls. We're just going to chill while we wait for the demon. There he is. He might just pop up in whatever direction you're looking, which is kind of nice. Oh, not this thing. I hate this attack. Ow! I did not accurately read what he was doing. Wow, that was just wrong and gross. That hurt. Not gonna lie. Alright. There's a piece of equipment I would be interested in getting my hands on. So, we're gonna work on getting that. And I may need to do some cheese to engage in it, but I can't. This damage output is just not enough for what I have to accomplish. So, we're gonna go play somewhere else. Wow, my neck is stiff. Ooh, is this where Symbol of Avarice is? Oh, right. I don't have my normal spells. Hold on. Snack break. Not a bad idea. I will be here. Probably. My internet can be a little funny sometimes. Attune magic. Got some gust. Got some great chaos fireballs. I like fire whip. Is fire whip a good choice here? Who are we fighting? We're fighting slow enemies. Might switch that out for toxic, but we'll see. Toxic's not great, because you only get one shot with it. In later ones, they'll give you like 4, so you can kind of double up and manage to get through the boss's DR. It's nice. I was too close. I am so bad at magic. I am so bad at magic. I am so bad at magic. I gotta work on that perfectionist thing. Great Chaos Fireball takes the Wire Girl. You gotta make sure you're wide. There we go. And we can try that. Nope, that didn't work. Let's actually get a Combustion up. We'll go Combustion, we'll go in quick. It should be able to outspeed their swings. Clearly I was mistaken. Hey brain, you have to press the right button. Actually, I'm sorry, you have to press the correct button. The right button is the higher bubble. Damn it. There we go. Now I have to figure out how this works, because I don't remember. You are a mimic, so we're just gonna set you on fire real quick. I can. That was worth it. This was probably too slow. Alright, we ran into the attack. That worked out nicely. Symbol of Avarice? Crystal Helper. Damn it. Hi, dude. It kind of disturbs me that I can just so cleanly walk in between his legs. Like, it seems like a pretty serious design flaw in their armor. I mean, I think they'd have like a cod piece hanging down to keep people from running under them. Hello, friend. We've encountered this friend once before. But now we can do battle. Properly. I did that too early. This round goes to you, sir. I applaud you. And your pigginess. Whew. Wait, what am I doing? This is not the way I want to go. I've been conditioned by myself to do that. Not quite as much fun as knocking people off cliffs, but still pretty fun. dodged properly this time. No, I'm not. Wow. See, this is one of the things I love about Dark Souls design. Right, first time we fought this animal was towards the beginning of the game. I gotta tell you, I kind of want to kill this human because she's a firekeeper, and that would give me my +3 Estus Shard flask. It's really tempting because it makes a big difference. That could be real useful in that fight. Because I keep having to... Ow! I keep having to trade heals with damage, so I'm always healing at really suboptimal rates just because it's trying to deal with the Four Kings hitboxes and their movesets. And I don't have depth perception to start with because one of my eyes is here buggy. Oh, friends, I am tired. Admittedly, it might be a bit of a short stream today just because I am wiped. What's the range on his charge? Exceptional. So yeah, the first time we fought him was in a nice open area towards the beginning of the game. Now, they've put him in a narrow hallway. The same enemy, as far as I know, has the same amount of health, armor, all that stuff. But by changing the environment, they've made it a much narrower hallway. And that makes for a very different fight than the first time. So they're reusing assets, but they're doing it in a way that's really smart. As opposed to games like... I'm going to pick on Devil May Cry 2, because it's a game I have opinions about. I know some people love it. I'm glad I brought you happiness. I don't understand how. And I've tried. I've really tried. But they just kind of throw the same enemies back in. And they don't do anything unique with them. So it's the same shit you've seen. There's no added content there. You're about to go from phone to big screen. Hell yeah. Thanks, GG. Here we go. Ow! Double ow. I haven't been here in a while, but this place has lots of good magic stuff. So please stop putting holes in me. There's something you don't hear every day. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know what your life's like. So this is one of the brilliant things. Oh, on that same note, talking about, reusing assets in really smart ways. One of the things that I think really makes Dark Souls shine above a lot of other games is that pretty much, if you can see it, you can do it. Like, you can get any boss's armor, you can get any weapon set, any armor set in the game. So you can totally dress yourself in the hollow rags and use their spears and just let's play as one of the hollows. If you want, you can, you can go hardcore. You can play as Havel, or you can do what I'm doing. And I'm just straight up making up a character just because I wanted to talk about pyromancy and the demons, and I really love the demons, so it made sense that the pyromancer, I should not be alive, but if I swing my sword, I'm one dead duck. God, my nose is itchy. That is a lot of enemies out of the gate. Gods, they're fast. Alright, but their defense is not great, so maybe what I gotta do is I gotta go back to Fireball and offer myself just a bit of distance. But since the enemy I need is right there, and I just have to not screw up, we're just gonna take it slow, be smart, wait for the game's weird camera angles to let me stab him in the back, because I do love stabbing folks in the back. Now we'll pick that up, and now we'll kill... Oh, Damn it! Very well. You're making my boyfriend want to play this. Yes! Put this game back in. I'm glad I could help. That is what you were trying to convey. No, come back here. I'm not done stabbing you in the spine. Hello, friend. Please do give me the item now. Broken pendant, broken pendant. For those of you who were here a couple streams ago, you might remember me mentioning that I needed a specific item. Just past the Hydra. That was wasteful. But it kind of made me feel better. So... I think from the Hydra, the quickest way back down there is by the Smith. So we're gonna go see Smith Friend. We're also going to dodge not Cleric Friends, because not... I want to stab him. And I know that I can. It's one of the great things about Dark Souls. But I really want to get the other serpent too. I somehow screwed it up in my main game. Which is terribly disappointing for someone who's as big an advocate for the dark as I tend to be. So you get a lot of replayability because you can mess around with armor sets and weapon sets, and it's reusing those assets in a way that just saves. I wish there was other... I know, right? I was talking earlier in the stream how I should do something for when I'm on elevators. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll find, like... That would be hysterical. Yeah, just like little, I don't know, 15-second clips of music or something that I can track to my fancy Razer keyboard that I've never actually used for any of its fancy Razer features. I have used the mouse. I used the mouse a lot. That's a really cool idea. I will look into that. I have a bunch of friends who do, like, music and stuff. As Gigi, I know you know. Your brother, I've got friends who have, like, you know, official songs recorded and available on Spotify and YouTube and all that crap. So it's probably wouldn't be hard. I've kind of wanted to get little sound effects and stuff like that anyway for the channel, but I don't think I can do a lot of that until I get like 25 more subscribers, because that's when I can start like having channel points and doing all that kind of cool stuff, which I'm really excited about being able to do. That's going to be real fun, but it's still a ways away. Because I'm at maybe half of what I need for followers, and growth has slowed down quite a bit, but there's some other places that I can still promote and all that good stuff. A lot of the trans groups that I belong to will do, like, you know, post your thing. So I can throw my URL in there and see if I can't get some fellow trans followers, which is always good, because very much trying to make this a queer as hell space. Oh, you know what I can do? You know what I can do if I can figure out how to get back there? That bonfire that I was using, well, I probably won't need it, because hopefully, I'll be able to get into the past. Because I really need Dusk's Crown. Just, it's the last, like, damage bump item I can get. And just, I really think it's going to make a big difference, because you can kind of go two ways with Pyromancer. You can go, you know, Battle Mage, and I can absolutely just switch this onto my right hand, give myself a big old honking shield and some reasonable armor, and just go to town. But I don't like moving slowly. If you talk to my if you talk to my friend Dominic, we played Deep Rock Galactic together, which is a very fun game if you have friends to play with. You're totally right where my boyfriend is right now. That's kind of terrifying. What have I done? Yeah, I tend to like quicker, faster, so I'm gonna go for more of a glass cannon situation here. And need and if I'm going to glass cannon, I need Dusk's Crown. Unfortunately, I might not be able to get Dusk's Crown without beating Manos. You inspire, that's what. Oh, speaking of Manos, that's his hand! Just his hand. He's terrifying. I cheesed him on my main game because I was so just sick of bashing my head into him. Now, what I probably should have done was called for help, but I didn't want to. I wanted to be a stubborn, well, me. Don't mind the... Don't mind the Chimera. He's totally fine. We're old friends. Ow. He's like a cat. Wait, can I cut off your tail? Yes, this is... Ow. This is the most important question in any Dark Souls boss. Yes, this is boss. Haha, you missed me. Barely, but... Look, I'm not gonna get many wins, Mr. Elemental Chimera dude. I gotta make do with what I've got. Come on, get up. My kingdom for faster casting rings. I don't think there's any till the next Dark Souls, though. Ouch. Alright. We're going in up close and personal. We're going to remember how to do anything, because we are making lots of amateur mistakes. But that's Dark Souls. Also, I do think I know a closer one, but I don't know if I want to keep having to do that run every time. It's not exactly short. I might try it a few more times. We'll see. Admittedly, getting kind of wiped. Ever played Sekiro? If so, what's your take? Alright, so I have a weird history with Sekiro. First of all, I love it. I think it's a great game. I love the combat system. It's innovative, it's fun, it's fast-paced. Sekiro is a great game. Can you tell that I'm a fan of Sekiro? However, I only got about halfway through it before I stopped. I got up to the first giant monkey who rips his own head off. We're going to engage in a little bit of stupidity here, folks, in the hopes that it'll help us out in the long run. Guardian 8, yes, that's him. So I like it a lot. I think it's really fun. I think there's a lot of cool elements to it. Some of the bosses, I don't know. I don't like a lot of the ninja weapons, but that might just be because I tend to be the kind of person who takes one thing and sticks with it, and in Sekiro you need to be a little bit more flexible. Or I shouldn't say you have to, but it's really beneficial if you can be a little more flexible. So some of it's probably just I never took the proper time to learn like all the ninja arts. But yeah, Sekiro is incredible. I may run it on the channel just because I haven't finished it, and I'd like to, and this is really good incentive to do that. I don't know. I don't tend to love games with like huge multiple endings that require you to do a whole bunch of like weird shit to do them. It stresses me out every time I have to make a decision. Which is kind of why I like Dark Souls. I can just kind of make that decision at the end, with the exception of Dark Souls 3 if you're going for the Lord of Hollows ending. But we'll get there. We'll get there later. I'm dumb. Probably should have lit this bonfire before going to fight the boss. That may have helped. Learning has taken place. Actually, while we're at it, let's switch back to this format. And oh, I sure don't need this anymore. Boost curse resists. Sure, let's go for blue Tearstone. When in doubt, right? Yeah, Sekiro's a great game. I love the art design. Story's okay. It's, I love the movement, the ability to just bounce around. Combat is so much fun. The fucking quick kills are great. I love the stamina reduction, like, mechanic. It's really interesting because some bosses I just go for like the health damage, other bosses it's like, nope, health isn't possible, like, we've gotta sit, we've gotta counter, we've gotta react. It creates a very different experience. Much like Bloodborne. Like, it's in that faster pace. God damn it, Lion Dude. I know you're only aligned with that. I'm sorry, I should have really considered your other parts. That was rude. Okay, that doesn't do damage. I see. You do that, and then you gear up for the... Oh, this is bad. Yep, that was bad. That was real bad. Alright, so if I burn down all my greater combustions, I can probably take him out with, like, a flame whip or something. This is a much shorter run. So, yeah, Sekiro is great. I pre-ordered that game pretty much the minute it became available. That'll probably be the case with Elden Ring as well. The boyfriend loved the new Star Wars Jedi game because it functions similar to the Soulsborne. That's pretty cool. I'm not a huge, like, Star Wars fan, but I love... Ouch. No, that makes sense. Excuse me. Is there a reason you didn't want to have a drink there, buddy? Yeah, I would be interested in, like, I don't know, maybe I'll go see someone kind of do a first playthrough or something, because I'd be really interested to see how they implemented a lot of the mechanics. Because, again, this whole channel basically started because I wanted to fucking nerd out about how much I love Dark Souls. The lore, the design, just why it's one of my all-time favorite games. Because it's just so good. So just getting to see the other, like, how they implemented it and why they did it. You know, because little changes make a big difference to the formula. It's one of the, and I know I've talked about my love of Bloodborne. Also a game I've never finished, for similar reasons. Because they made relatively minor design changes to the game. Alright, they added a shit ton of R1 spamming, but, like, that's kind of in line with Dark Souls 3. First, and it's one of the things I don't like about Bloodborne infecting Dark Souls, is just how easy it is to stun-lock enemies later in the game, and how easy it is to stun-lock enemies in Bloodborne. But by adding the, I forget what the actual, like, name is, but by adding in that you can get health back for being aggressive, yes, I can cut your tail off. That's unfortunate, for reasons that will become clear. Ow! That hurt, and I'm out of Estus. Alright, friends, we're actually going to have to get good here. He is a little bit of a later game boss. He is DLC. The DLC is rather challenging, so this may take a few tries. But yeah, they switched it so in the Dark Souls and Demon Souls series, the game is slower. It's designed to be more patient, to be more methodical. Oh, that's terribly sad. You know, it is a lot more like a puzzle game. And it's one of the reasons why I love it so much. Also, I cut his tail off with fire. That's kind of cool. So we start by trying to take out your tail. Because that's just what you do in Dark Souls if an enemy has a tail. You get that tail off as quickly as you can. Remember, I switched back to R1 attack. I'm not bothering with the sword at the moment. Ow! Maybe I should have the sword, see if I can. You don't like to lock on. That is correct. I don't lock on a lot. It kind of depends on the enemy that I'm fighting. Because some enemies it's great for, and other enemies it's bad for. So you'll see me lock on anytime I'm casting, like, a distance spell. So, like, the Great Chaos Fire Orb. I'll lock on because it's basically the sentry. You may be able to free aim it. Like, you can free aim it, but it's garbage. It's really bad. So I use it basically when I need the aim boost. Otherwise, I like to be able to keep an eye on the enemy and kind of decide where they are on my screen. Why are you doing... Oh, because I'm out of greater combustion. That's why. I'm not paying adequate attention. So yeah, again, it's one of those things about Dark Souls design. There are times when locking on is incredibly useful. And there are times when it will screw you over royally. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of sucked, but it was really funny. And now I have to engage in my compulsion to, like, clean all the crap out of all the notifications off my phone. Alright, so your tail comes off very, very easily. And I'm not really using that shield like I should be. We'll give this a few more tries. Yes, 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 you're terrifying. If I could just learn your attack patterns, I'd probably be doing a lot better. Oh, right, I know. It's not quite fat rolling, but it's definitely fatter than I want to be. Sure shouldn't have said that. Oh god, this is slow. Give me your tail. That's not what I meant. It was pretty funny. I may need to switch my spells up a little bit for this dude. I think Fireball may be a little more viable. The way he does that just reminds me of the Island of Misfit Toys. Like, I don't know, there's something in that animation. It's so Island of Misfit Toys. I don't know how you missed me, but I'm very glad you did. This is what happens when you don't log on when you're trying to cast Fireball. Focus. Oh, that is not... The other reason I don't like the lock-on in this game is it really fucks with your rolling. Like, I cannot begin to express to you how many times I've rolled towards something that I was trying to roll away from just because I happened to be locked onto it. And it even happened in this very fight. Alright, so that's the kind of thing you dodge last second. Got it. You can't... I mean, you probably can, but it's really hard to preemptively dodge that. Let's see how this goes. Damn, I'm really hoping to get that second hit off. Oh, too slow. I mean, I hit the button, but it was too late. That was a bad time to use that attack, and I should know better. Let's do a quick spell change here. Alright, you don't give me a ton of time, so let's actually just try going, like, fireballs. Oops, that's not what I wanted. All right, brain. Yep. I need you to work with me. I know we don't get along very well, but we're trying to entertain folks. Long animation on that spell. Yeah. It's a great spell. It can hit multiple times, but against this dude, no. We gotta switch it up. Aha, okay. I've got to follow him when he does that, because if I move at the apex, it works better. Stop rolling backwards for that attack. You have to roll either to the side or in front of you. Wow. Focus! Ooh, that is not a lot of damage. Why am I starting with the weakest spell I have? Also, why did I not take that opportunity to heal? That was foolish. That should be. Damn it. It would have been safe had I been just a little... had I mashed that square button a few more times. Alright, this time we're going to start at the good end of the damage spectrum. Also, I love fighting bosses just wildly out of order. Remember... Focus! God, that only does about the same as a combust. This boss is very Bloodborne. You think so? God damn it. Maybe it's just... maybe I just need to switch armor and get some lightning defense. God, that is slow. Ow! Big B's very speedy. Alright. Let's... yeah, that is kind of dark. I mean, that is kind of Bloodborne, isn't it? Ow. Alright, these spells are garbage. So, let's go back to Combustion. Great Combustion. I'm assuming he's immune, but let's find out. And screw it. Let's go for some bonkers ass shit, right? Maybe the secret is to bait, or maybe Bloodborne bosses are very Sanctuary Guardian. That's fair. I mean, this did come out long before Bloodborne. Let's see if I can't get a good shot across this. That's... I didn't do... I don't know if I actually can. Let's see if we have enough time to do this. Alright, didn't do a ton of damage, but it was really fun to pull off. You're not listening. Should have brain or I'll stab you with a Q-tip. That's an audio clip I need. Ooh, what episode is that from? Shut up, brain, or I'll stab you with a Q-tip. What was his brain saying? Need detour? Yeah, it's The Simpsons. I know you're shocked. Oh, so I mentioned... that was stupid. The boyfriend in me... Your boyfriend is a Simpsons fan, you say. I must meet him. We can talk about the show's decline in quality over the years. It'll be lovely. That's the kind of nerd I am. Like, my level of Simpsons nerd? "50% of him instance." Okay, yeah. I've gotten a little better as I've gotten older, I think. But yeah, that seems about right. Ooh, poison. That's gonna suck. Only person I know that right. Okay. I look forward to meeting him. Someday when the world is safe. It's never safe. That's a fucking... Man, when that spell works, though, it really works. Damn it. That was not the attack I was expecting. Ugh. Maybe today was not the day for Dark Souls. Maybe I should have started the Pokemon nonsense today. You know what? Let's try something new. Actually, no, I'm gonna want those in the normal order. Try something fresher, something pleasant. Try again, don't give up. All together. Let's bust out some of the big spells we've got. See if that... He leaves himself pretty open in a couple of positions. After he does that, like, water slime attack after the charge. So, if I can just dodge those and capitalize on them, I can ignore a lot of his other attacks. And that might be the secret to beating him with this setup. I only need a few openings, but I'm gonna have to make sure that they're the right ones. Okay, first of all, I need to be rolling left, not right. It's his first paw that pops out is his right paw, so if you go to the left, it should make hitbox a little bit easier to work with. This is probably too soon, but I wanted to try. I do have to learn the timings of these spells. That would have been a great opportunity to screw him. Oh! Oh, man. Missed the exposed tail. Ooh, that was too close. That was too close. Good thinking, bad placement. Excuse me, I demand that you take damage from standing in my chaos lava. Right? You can go into that attack on that attack. Should be a good opportunity. Definitely had to up the defensive play a bit here. This dude's a little too fast to be that aggressive with. Man, I gotta learn your combos. Ooh, that was a mistake. I can't seem to use his shadow to my advantage. It doesn't show the attack. I can tell. Excuse me while I just stop and process what's in my inventory. There we go. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Just a wee bit of progress. Revitalizes the spirit and all that. Just had to be a little calmer. Think my way through it a little more. Hello, Elizabeth.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk.
As Princess Dusk's savior.
Thine aura is
Very important
precisely
detail there.
described.
We have not saved Princess Dusk yet,
Deeply for rescuing Her Highness.
but we're about to.
But Princess Dusk is here, snatched away.
Snatched away
that
by the horrifying primeval
so
human.
I must ask.
I'm like, of course we're gonna go help her.
I am a
What kind of monsters are we?
godmother to Princess Dusk, for I am one with the sorceries of all.
And now we can purchase really cool ancient spells. We're not going to because none of these are pyromancy. And that would be awful.
May the
Because we
fate
are in fact a pyromancer, it should be hit accordingly. At all times. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put a few points into endurance so I can have my weapon and my normal like equipment set up and not have to waste the ring slot. So this area is kind of a nightmare, I'll be honest. Because again, no sense of direction. But I'm pretty sure the Dust Crown is at the end of this section, so I wanna peek my head in here real quick. Probably should have switched my spells, but that is okay. If nothing else, we can maybe loot some good endgame gear. Probably should have switched up my equipment for treasure hunting, but here we are. And yes, this area may look very familiar. These are, in fact, the woods we were in previously. Just back in their heyday before they got corrupted and taken over by awful things. Guardian Gauntlets. Get that bling, exactly. Now, see, my ass wants to be like, can I just fall down there and open this shortcut? So we're gonna find out. What? Damn it. If I had something that reduced fall damage, maybe. But I don't know of any item in Dark Souls 1 that does that. I know tons of items that do it in the other Dark Souls, but no, not in 1. Because I don't think the Cat's Ring is in 1, but maybe I'm just mistaken and it has a different name and I need to look it up. Let's see what else we can find. Let's see what else we can find. Hi, Guardians! These guys are in much better shape than they were when we ran through the woods last time. For one thing, they start assembled. Which is definitely a bonus. Again, talking about kind of reusing assets in a way that's cool and interesting. Like, we're technically reusing an area we've already been to. But they've changed the lighting, they've changed the enemies, I mean, they changed the time, like, if we're talking story-wise. You know, we've traveled back in time, because as I've said, space is warped and time is bendable. Alright, you're just the shortcut. I can't do anything with you because I die from full health, so I have to find the actual path like a normal person. Like a weirdo. There's a lot wrong with me. Why are you asking that question? You should know better by now. Alright, well, we're just going to run along this ridge till we find something. Because either we'll find enemies or we'll find progress. Either way, it'll be exciting. I hope. Hey, I recognize that bridge. Alright, so I gotta go down here. And as always, we fight as little as possible when playing Dark Souls. Hello. Yes, you're most impressive. Would you be so kind as to move along? Thank you. Completely forgot that he was there. Either we'll enemies or we'll find progress. Bye. Hey, look! Corruption. This is what I like to see. We'll find enemies. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I said that properly. I know I'm tired. And, like, I'm real fucking tired, but... I don't think I want to be up here. But on the other hand, shinies. Watching too much Carl Sagan, folks. Watching too much Carl Sagan. Bye! That was fun. Also, if you don't watch Carl Sagan 42, you should. Carl Sagan 42 is great. My ass wants to jump down here. I should not have jumped down there. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, you have to get through the Ulyshiel's township first. And then... The reason I did that... there is a logic here. Oh, excuse me. Again. Is because a little bit later in this area, you end up in the Abyss. Which is an area not terribly dissimilar from that. And... my brain wasn't quite paying attention to all of the other things we have to do before we get anywhere near the Abyss. So just getting a little ahead of ourselves. Alright. We're learning. I've got to work on my voice. Voice dysphoria sucks. And some of the last dysphoria I've had, like, some of the only dysphoria I've had recently. Which is really nice. Just really like to get that last bit. Feeling Titanite, nice. I can use that to upgrade my armor. I could also go out, hang out back with the... Admittedly, upgrading my... Let's give it one more. One more. Not paying attention. The brain is just not there today. Random crevasse one, indeed. Ooh, that's a thing. Oh yeah, I have to work on that. I talked to my friend Carrie, who is at Carrarium. Or I'm sorry, not at, well, I mean they are at Carrarium on Twitter, but they're Carrarium here on Twitch. They're an incredible Celeste speedrunner. Lovely human being, has been utterly instrumental in helping me get set up. I completely forget why I was going on about... Oh, right, I'd asked Carrie how to do, like, the counters. Like, random crevasses, death counters, shin counters, all that kind of stuff. And... as far as I know, last I heard they were trying on they, them pronouns, so I'm going to stick with they, them as best I can. Yeah, they were very, very useful. I mean, like, oh yeah, that's a function of Nightbot, which I don't have yet. Which I really should, because my channel is going to be very unique, and it's kind of unfortunate to constantly have to kind of interrupt and stop and, like, explain the premise of, you know, trans woman, I'm autistic, like, it'd be kind of nice to have something I can just have pop up so I don't constantly have to explain, like, the weird accent thing that I do. I want those shinies. Is this go down to go up? No. At least not there. No, it's just walk. I believe that makes Random Crevasse 2? RBF 1. Alright, we got a little better. Let's give it one more shot. And then I'm probably gonna log off because I'm exhausted. My body hurts. And I'm just not playing very well, and I think y'all deserve slightly better than just watching me yeet myself into cliffs while I babble near incoherently about whatever happens to be on my mind at the moment. Which is where I want the channel to go. Sorry, I can't. No, it's great! It's the kind of stuff I want from the community. Like, I fully intend on making that a part of the stream and a part of the stream's culture. Because it's supposed to be fucking fun, and it, you know, reminding myself how many times I've cacked my shins or randomly run into a crevasse on any given day, like, it's funny. It helps keep me from taking things too seriously. And that's something I struggle with. So anything I can do to, like, keep the game fun and lighthearted, because I am starting to get frustrated. Dying incessantly is integral. Exactly. Like, yeah, it's a necessary part of Dark Souls. It's part of why I love the game. And it's, you know, yes, there are days where I get frustrated, like today, because, you know, I'm tired, I haven't eaten enough, my body hurts, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have lower tolerance for constantly falling down pits and stuff on those days. And those days are days that will probably be a slightly shorter stream. Is there anything back here, or is this just, like, a trap so that dude can come over here and kill me? Elizabeth mushrooms, alright. Those are full heals, those are nice. And we've met Elizabeth. Don't jump down the crevasse. Focus. And yes, I switch between crevice and crevasse, depending on how fancy I feel like being in the moment. Alright, we've got to be approaching, Chester? I think his name is Chester. Who was 100% from Bloodborne. What? I didn't just say that. You got a big old mace, sir. You also have a big old mace, sir. I would really like it if y'all would just kind of piss off for a few minutes so I can get into that building. Because... Wait, what? Ah, crap, this isn't the one I thought it was. Is this the one that brings me down into the dark? Where is this? No. Okay, this is the one that brings me to the boss. I've definitely missed the other one, so let's see if I can't find the other one. Hi, Chester. Speaking of, look at this dude. You can't tell me he's not from Bloodborne. The dude just reeks of, like, late Victorian, early Edwardian garbage. Like,
yes, we are both Strat. Did you happen across Knight Artorias?
Not yet. I'm trying to avoid Knight Artorias until I can get... I should be going slower. I apologize for everyone who wanted to read that. You have humanity. That interests me. Yharnam! Yeah, Yharnam is so interesting. There's a... I've mentioned Vadavidia a number... There we go. This is what I wanted. This is the shortcut that will let me get back to Artorias quickly. I just have to remember where it is in relation to the bonfire now. He's straight from there. Yes, I know where he is. Yes, Vadavidia is great. And he did a video... Okay, it's... Got it. I don't run through the mushrooms, I run straight. Got it. I know where we are now. Let's go down to Artorias, because we've only got 2 fucking Estus. And he's Artorias, the Abyss Walker. So really we have none based on our current health. But we've opened up the shortcuts. That was great. You know, feeling a little energized. Maybe we'll give this a few shots. This shot is just for the lulz, because, I mean, seriously, I got no Estus and a whole bunch of big, long, slow spells to deal with Artorias. But yeah, Vadavidia did a video on the concept of the shared timeline between all the Souls games, running from Demon Souls through the main Souls series all the way up into Bloodborne. And there are some things you can point to that kind of suggest that these are all in the same universe. Yeah. Specifically, Patches appears in Demon's Souls as he appears in the later Souls games. Come on, brain. I need you to work here. So, during the time of Everlasting Dragons, it was said that there was just eternal fog. And fog, I love that he throws this corpse at. I don't know why, it just makes me really happy that he throws that corpse. Hello, Artorias. Let's see if I remember your moveset at all. Oh, that is not a lot of damage from one of my best spells. This is gonna be a tough fight, folks. So yeah, it's possible that in the time before the Everlasting Dragons were the events of Demon's Souls. Because we know from Dark Souls 2 that this is an endlessly repeating cycle of light and dark. So it's entirely possible that that's what it looked like before Gwyn essentially created the flame. We may have been in that exact situation, but we don't know. And here, obviously, we see someone who very much looks like they belong in Yharnam. Well before, you know... I mean, this is the DLC. I don't remember exactly when the DLC came out, so I apologize for issues in the timeline. But he blatantly admits to being out of place in time. And we know that light affects time. We see this in Dark Souls 3. No light means no time. Because light is the source of disparity and yada yada yada. I can go into that as well. So it's really interesting. Don't forget Bloodborne didn't even exist yet. Bloodborne may have been in the works at that point, though, or at least they knew that they were gonna go with, like, you know, a Victorian style thing. And in the Dark Souls 3, I can't remember which DLC it was. I think it's the Ringed City. Okay, that spell is not a good choice for this fight. Probably neither's this one, but no, this one's definitely a bad choice. All right, we're gonna switch their spells around just a little bit here. Ow, my poop. That hurt. Let's strip these. Quick and damaging is great. You're already corrupted. What are the odds that's going to do anything? You know what? We're going just straight quick. Oh, excuse me. So, at the end of Dark Souls 3, the painter creates a new world for the undead to travel into. A world in which they'll be freed from this endless cycle of rebirth and losing themselves and all this thing. It's the closest thing to a happy ending you can get in Dark Souls. No! I did it! I didn't fall off. There we go. Ow! And at the very end of the game, they ask you what your name is. And you don't ever see what the character's answer is. And in all the Dark Souls, they ask you if you know your name. And the name you give them probably isn't the real name. You've probably forgotten it. Because that's how Dark Souls works. That's the lore of the world. You start to forget yourself. So you can make the argument, and I don't know that this is a hill I'm willing to die on, but you can make the argument that Yharnam is what happened to the undead. Especially, and I'm gonna go real big nerd here for a minute, probably the best evidence for this is the fact that Yharnam is all about blood. Because in Dark Souls, we know that the Dark Soul is stored in people's blood. It's why, at the very end of the Dark Souls 3 DLC, which we'll eventually get to, like, Slave Knight Gale's the last one. He's gotten all the blood from all the undead and collected it back together. And that's what you use to paint that world. So it's kind of a staggering coincidence that everything in Bloodborne is about the old blood. The old blood that very well may have come from the undead. It's really interesting. And the fact that it's not concrete, I think, is part of what makes it brilliant. Because if you'd written Dark Souls to have a definitive answer, if there was one set, lore, and we had all the pieces we need to be able to figure it out, I don't think the game would have held up as well. Because this fucking game came out, 2004 or some shit? 16 years ago. And here I am talking about the lore of this game. Because by making it inconclusive, it makes it deeper. It gets you thinking. Your dodges are amazing. I'm doing terribly! But what I want is beyond him. And so we fight. You should see me when I'm doing melee, and I know what I'm doing. It's a good time. We'll get to that in the later Dark Souls. Because then I'll get... then I'll have casting speed upgrades, and that's really what I need, is the casting speed upgrades, because I'm used to dropping my spell speed to nothing. And I can't do it in one. They just don't have the items. You and your naked leggings. Look, what can I say? I like dresses. Oh, wait. I like dresses! Actually, that doesn't work super well. Nope, that's not enough, so let's... And one of the really cool things, and I know I say that a lot, about Dark Souls, is that the design team, but specifically the director, left out all those details on purpose, because he learned a lot about storytelling from American fantasy and all of that, but he's Japanese. He didn't understand a lot of what was happening. So he would... he intentionally left things vague so people would go around and ask the questions. I am a firm believer that Hyde is the name of Gwyn's son. And it's I don't think the majority of people agree with me on that fact. We can get most people... Ow. What were you saying about my dodges? But yeah, in Dark Souls 2, there's an area called Hyde's Tower of Flame. And in it, we find architecture very similar to Honor Landau. We find Ornstein, who we know left his post to side with Gwyn's son. We find dragons there. Again, we know that Lord Gwyn's son sided with the dragons. So we have all of that. And you'd think that would be plenty. But I want to take it one step further. Because Gwyn is... you'll have to forgive me, I'm going to be a little inaccurate here. I can't remember if it's technically Gaelic, if it's Scottish, if it's something of that nature. However, Gwyn and Hyde have the same origins. And I can't remember. I think it's Irish. I want to say it's Irish. But it strikes me as a very strange thing to be a coincidence in this game with all of those other things. So it's just, I don't know, it's really great to play around with, and it's really fun. And I'm glad I got to talk about that today. I'll be honest, I was feeling a little down about stream today. But this definitely made it worthwhile. Also, I really have to learn how to fight this dude with fire. That was way too early. Right, you have 2. Ooh, okay, I hit that button and I hope y'all heard it. I am glad you're having a blast. That is very good to hear. However, I think I am exhausted. I'm out of spoons. My body hurts. I'm very tired. I think I'm gonna call it a stream. I know it's only been about 2 hours, but I think I'm gonna call it for the day. So thank you all for coming out. I hope you all had fun. And I'm looking to add another day to stream, but as of right now, my next time to stream is going to be Wednesday. I think I'm going to move the Wednesday stream a little bit later in the day, just so more people can do it. So maybe 5 or 6. Obviously, I'll post on the social media, so if you're not following those, you can follow me at Reflections Bonfire. You can follow me on Facebook under Reflections Bonfire. I technically have a Discord. I really have to learn how to use it, but it's there. It's also Reflections Bonfire. So, yeah, if you've enjoyed yourselves and you want to stay posted, make sure that you are subscribed, and it'll just let you know whenever I go live, and I'll try to be better about keeping and updating my schedule as we go along. So, I'll talk to you all on Wednesday. Take it easy. And now that awkward point where I've said goodbye, but I still have to close out and actually get to the stop streaming button. So now I'm actually gonna go. Catch y'all later.